Just gonna start that as well, just in case. You know,
Go ahead.
contingency. Okay, so you're in Chicago, 2038, zombie apocalypse. All right.
Mine Detroit.
Okay. This one night, you hear a big flame sound go over the top of your apartment building in the middle of the night. You don't really think of it once it fades away and just fall back asleep. You wake up in the morning, you do your daily routine, whatever that may be. So, you walk out onto the street to do your daily errands, and you realize something seems off.
How off?
So, the streets are normally never empty.
I mean, it's a bustling city of Chicago, but who knows? Maybe there's a gang war happening. That's nothing. I'm just gonna go over to school. I work as a teacher anyway.
So you go to work?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to work, obviously. I gotta go make sure the youngins are alright.
You get to pick one item to put in your inventory.
One item, huh?
Yep, one item.
That's a difficult choice. I'll just put like a 10-inch machete.
A what?
A 10-inch machete, you heard me.
Something that'll suit your character a little more. Yeah,
Fine.
you're gonna bring a 10-inch machete to school.
Yeah, fair. I'll bring a painting easel. I'll bring a paint and some paintbrush.
Alright, add that to your inventory. Alright,
I'll just call it painting kit.
so you walk over to the bus stop because you don't really own a car. Why do you need a car?
I don't own a car? Excuse me? I'm working a minimum wage job? I should be able to afford like a sedan? Maybe
You find it a little too inconvenient to own a car in the middle of the city. But, like, there's no cars on the streets. Well, there is one just across the street. It's an older vehicle. It's more of like a 2020 style vehicle. You wait for the bus. It never comes. You wait for like an hour.
No, they're just me running late. I'm sure they'll be here eventually. Might as well just walk to school though.
Okay, so you start walking to school. Still nothing much. But then you see something. Just a lonely man walking in the middle of the street.
Watch out, sir, man. You could get run over. I know it's not a busy day, but don't jaywalk in the street.
Are you gonna really just say that? You're just gonna yell that to him?
Yeah, I am. You gonna stop me?
He turns to look at you and starts walking a little faster towards you. He's a little distance away, so you don't have to worry about him yet.
Okay, so I'm gonna get out my paintbrush. Can it be made of metal? They got the metal tips.
Sure, you got a metal paintbrush.
I'm gonna hold it in one hand, backwards, and I'm gonna slowly approach the man.
Just your normal reaction to someone walking towards you. Let's arm myself just in case. I mean,
He hasn't responded to me.
yeah.
A sensible human being who would have said, "Oh yeah, you're right, sir. I'm sorry. I am jaywalking. Let me walk over to the side." No, he's just running at me, running at me now?
He's just walking towards you. Just
Still,
kinda
he's not walking towards the other side of the street. He's walking towards me.
Yeah. So you both walk towards each other. You finally reach the man, and he is groaning. You see that one of his eyes are out of his head. That's not you roll. I'm not rolling for you.
I have my own D20, thank you very much.
Then roll your own.
Yours rolled a nat 1. I ain't rolling yours. 4.
4. All right. I don't know what. Like, you want to kill him? No.
My goal was to see what the fuck he is.
Okay, so you rolled a perception check, basically.
Yes, you should probably tell me what I'm rolling before I roll it.
Yeah. So, you look at him and you don't see much out of the ordinary. He's just wearing like a suit and tie. You look down to his feet and you realize he's not wearing any shoes or socks.
Sir, you come out in this fine evening and you're not wearing shoes or socks.
He's missing an eye and he has pale skin. He's also groaning.
Look, I'm not one to be rude to people with disabilities. If he's missing an eye, I'm not gonna hurt him. If he's albino, I'm not gonna hurt him. I understand, man. Look, man, I understand you got issues, but you can't come out of here without socks or shoes. You gotta go back home and get dressed.
You're just like, hey, I think you need sunscreen. I think the sun will burn you too easily. So you try to talk him out of trying to get you. It fails. He continues towards you.
Well, so I'm a teacher, right?
Yes?
I have pencils, yes?
You have a paintbrush.
All right. I'm gonna take one of my paintbrushes. I have multiple, yes?
You have a couple paintbrushes.
I'm gonna smack it against the pavement and chip off an edge so it's sharp.
Okay. I thought these were metal tips.
They are metal. That's the point. I'm making the metal sharp.
Okay.
I am chipping part of it off of the pavement.
12. Or, I mean, 10. Okay. When I said roll a 12, I meant roll a d12.
Oh, roll a d12? No, I'll roll a d12.
9. Okay. So, yeah, you successfully scrape it. It has a nice pointy edge.
Now, I start walking towards the man calling and saying, it's alright, man. I'm just gonna walk towards you slowly, and if you don't get aggressive, we don't have to do anything. But you haven't been responding to me, man. That's really creeping me out. So if you're trying to mug me or something, just get it over with.
He continues towards you. No response. He just continues growing.
So I'm gonna hold my easel in one hand, my painting easel, you know?
You're just gonna paint him something nice. Yeah.
So, normally, easels, right?
Yes?
You have to stick them into the ground and paint, right? So they have a sharp end on the bottom. I'm gonna hold my metal paintbrush in one hand. I'm gonna collapse my easel towards just a sharp point, and I'm just gonna charge the man.
Alright, are you gonna have a battle cry for this?
I didn't think I'd be stabbing an albino today.
You shout that as you run towards him. He like opens his arms up, ready to grab you. And then you impale him. No?
I'm not trying to impale him. So, I'm going to shove the easel into his right leg before I get within melee range.
Okay.
And then I'm going to shank his neck with the paintbrush.
Okay, roll. With a d20.
Okay. Brazil.
20! Nat 20! Good job. The others wouldn't have ever gotten that close. So, you run, you impale his leg, he is trapped, you stab him in his neck, and blood starts pouring from his neck. He grabs you, and he's trying to pull you closer to his mouth.
So can I use that nat 20? I want to do something.
Okay.
I'm going to twist my arm sideways, and I'm going to rip him in half.
He's
Pulling on his neck and on his leg, I'm going to just rip his spine.
I don't think a teacher has that type of strength.
You don't know if I've been bodybuilding. I rolled a
You
nat
have
20.
a 2 in fitness.
I rolled a nat 20. Come on.
Okay, fine. You pull with all your might, and you finally rip him in half. His torso falls to the ground, and he continues. His legs fall to the other side. He continues. He grabs your leg.
Sir, I'm sorry, Look, I'd really... Okay, no offense. I know that Jehovah's Witnesses are supposed to be incredibly persistent, but I don't think that's what they meant. So, what I'm going to do is... Now, can I choose what kind of footwear I'm wearing?
Sure.
Steel-toed boot.
Yeah, a teacher wearing steel-toe boots.
You don't know what I teach.
I
I teach physical education. I teach JROTC at a high school.
Yeah. You teach him how to paint elegantly as well.
Yeah. So, I'm going to look at his jaw, and I'm going to try and roundhouse kick it from the side to just knock it straight off. Bang.
You're gonna kick him in his side?
No, kick him in the side of his jaw, right here.
Okay. So roll.
17.
17. Okay. So yeah, roundhouse kick him in his jaw. His head goes rolling down the sidewalk. His body goes limp, and his head continues moving. It doesn't really move, but his jaw is continuing to move.
All right, sir. Yeah, I'm a little creeped out now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put you out of your misery, pal. So what I'm gonna do is there a pharmacy nearby?
Perception check. 12. Roll a d12.
A d12? Okay.
Yeah. 2. All right. So you look around to the nearby buildings. You do not see a pharmacy.
What buildings do I see?
You see a cafe.
Cafe?
Another apartment building just across it. And you remember in that apartment building that you just saw, you have a couple friends that live in there. And there's one guy that you remember, Dark Lord, lives there.
So, I'm going to ignore the apartment for now. What I'm going to do is... Okay, so... Is there a zoo in this town?
Is there a zoo in Chicago? I wonder. There probably is, yes. There's a zoo in...
You said I saw an older vehicle, yeah?
An older vehicle, yeah.
I'm going to test something. Does the vehicle have its car still? Its key still?
As the stuff releases come out.
Roll for it.
What's your poison? What's your game?
10.
Okay, you look in, you can't really see much. You jiggle the handle. It does open. You flip down the visor and down drops the keys. And you hear a groan from the back seat. A hand grabs the passenger seat and you see its head.
I'm going to exit the vehicle. I'm going to walk over to the limp dead body that I just killed. I'm going to take out my easel. And I'm going to say, well, guess I get to stab 2 albinos today. And I'm going to calmly walk over to the door, not enter the vehicle.
Okay.
And I can see its face from outside, right?
Yes.
I'm going to stab it straight through the skull.
Okay, through the glass as well?
No. I'm opening the door. I'm standing outside the door. I can see its face, and I'm just going to... Do I miss? It's not a nat 1, it's a nat 2.
You miss, and you hit the glass
And it
on the
shatters?
passenger's, yeah. It shatters, and you hear a car alarm. You don't injure yourself, but you also drop the easel.
You said there's a cafe nearby?
Yes?
Is it a 1-story building?
Yes?
Does it have a roof?
Yes.
I'm going to ransack that cafe and get up to the roof.
Okay, so you run into the cafe, you look around, roll perception. A 3. You don't see much. You see the tables, you see the cash register open. You look at one side of the wall, you see a painted on motivational poster type of thing that's just painted onto the wall. And you see the kitchen past the cash register.
Do I see a stairwell?
You do not. Do you want to enter the kitchen though? No?
Go back outside. Is there a dumpster on the side of the cafe?
Okay. You run over to the side of the cafe. Roll a 7. Okay. So you see a dumpster, and you look up even further. If you were to climb on the dumpster, it would be really hard to get up onto the roof.
I don't give a shit. I'm climbing on the dumpster and trying to get on the roof.
Okay. 20.
If I fall and break a leg, I fall and break a leg.
That's pretty bad.
16.
Okay, so you manage to grasp the ledge and try to pull yourself up, plus 2 fitness. You manage to get up onto the roof, exhausted.
Alright, now, that dumpster. All dumpsters usually come on wheels, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to take my easel. I'm going to wedge it in
You
between the
dropped
wall.
your easel.
The
in the
easel
car.
shattered through the window. You didn't say I dropped it.
I did, actually.
That's fine. Is there anything on the roof?
You look around, perception. A lot of perception. Congratulations, you are blind. No, you don't see anything on the roof. It's just a big flat roof. You do see a skylight for the cafe, though. You have your mat still, right? We could roll on the mat, so it wouldn't make as much noise. No.
Not the goal. Alright. What is this roof made of? Wood?
You are stepping on pedals right now, so probably wood, maybe.
I'm gonna pry up one of the wood.
What?
I'm gonna pry up one of the wood planks.
Okay, you dig through the little pebbles that sit on the roof, and you find a wood piece of wood. You try to pull.
No, I'm gonna pry it up using my paintbrush to get leverage.
Okay, you try to pry. Paintbrush.
17.
You manage to pry it up where you can grab it.
I pull out the wooden plank. Now, I'm going to walk over to the side of the roof where the dumpster was. I'm gonna set down the plank in between the dumpster and the wall, and I'm gonna push the dumpster away.
All right. You push the dumpster away, and you hear a shriek.
A shriek of what?
Like type of shriek that sends shivers down your spine. It's not like a woman screaming, or it's like something has found you.
Is there anything else on the roof?
On the roof?
Yeah.
No, there's nothing else on the roof.
Then I'm just going to.
You want to see the street? No?
I'm just gonna sit down.
You're just going to sit down and wait?
Yep.
Finally, the car alarm stops after hours of waiting. You have heard shrieks all around you, similar to that first one, but nothing has come of it.
I know that if I look over the edge, they're gonna see me and they're never gonna leave. So what I'm gonna do is,
You do find a book, though.
you find a what?
After hours, you find a book. It's red with... And it reads... The Survival Road Book for the Undead or Living. Written by Mark Doze. You flip it open to the first page. There's a picture of a road. And Road Survival Guide for the Zombie, made by Mark Doze. There's blood covering it.
This guild will give you ideas.
Guide, sorry.
Besides the numb types.
Blood
Walker.
covers each page.
They just hit in the head. Chirping it, kill a headshot. City crawlers are in the cities, they call them forts and call them walls. Okay, so as soon as I turn this page, I'm gonna look up and check my surroundings.
Okay, you look up and check your surroundings. You do not see anything.
Okay. Is there anything?
And all the rest of the pages are blank so far.
None of these say they make a shriek. Okay. Is there a gun store in town?
There is, but it has been. It's the last one left in Chicago because of all the political stuff that has happened throughout the years. It only sells small arms as well. Pistols.
I know a place that's more likely to have guns.
Do not say Walmart.
No. I'm gonna go back to the school. I'm gonna make it back to work, baby.
Why did you say, I know a place that is most likely to have guns and it's at the school?
Did I know any depressed kids at the school?
Oh, God. Alright, so you want to try to make it off the building? You want to get to the school, but you can't move. This is bad.
Is there a fire escape in any buildings near me?
There is for the building next to you.
I'm gonna grab a few more wood planks. If I can already pull up one, I can probably pull up multiple, right?
Yeah.
Grab a few more wood planks.
Okay, you pull up a few more planks, but then your paintbrush breaks on the last one.
That's fine. It breaks in half, right?
Yeah, it breaks in half.
Still got a sharp end. Still can shank people.
But it's very short, still.
I'm ready. Okay.
I mean, it's still a weapon. Anything can be a weapon.
Yeah. I'm gonna use these planks, and I'm gonna set them over as a little bit of a bridge between me and the fire escape.
All right.
And I'm gonna walk over to the fire escape.
All right. So you wobble across this very slowly and carefully. You look down and see what looks to be what was described on that last page you read. You can hear a shriek from it as it looks up at you.
That's fine.
You quickly make it across after seeing that.
So we climb up walls, right? Is it fast on foot? The cars are on four, so it's got to be slower than me on foot, but it's faster than me getting upstairs, right?
Well, if you read the last page, that
It says they crawl on all fours. They sprint faster than most humans. Problem is you can't sprint on all fours, so that doesn't make sense. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is very simple. So it's below me right now, yeah?
yeah.
Okay, so judging by my knowledge of zombies, if you destroy the brain, they just die. So I'm gonna make a gamble. I'm gonna land on him and impale him with my paintbrush in the skull.
What?
I'm gonna land on him and impale him in the skull, using the momentum from me falling to fucking crush his skull.
That is quite the gamble.
I fear no man, motherfucker.
You could die if you were a 1.
I know. I'm not gonna roll a 1 though, because I'm the best. Bang! 14.
I was gonna purposely just twist it into 1.
Alright, so you managed to land on him, breaking your fall, mostly.
No, the goal was to land on him as I land.
Yes, but you don't manage to hit him in the head.
Alright.
You just managed to fall on him.
Alright, can I pin him to the ground?
You have pinned him to the ground.
Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. See, despite what zombie shows may make you believe, there's one thing about zombies that most people forget. They still have a nervous system. They still have their controlling their bodies. I'm gonna stab him in his spinal cord.
Okay. You're stabbing him. You stab him. Where's the D12?
Right here.
Okay. Roll it.
9.
You disable it.
Good, good, good. Does he have anything on him?
You want to search his pockets? Go ahead. It's a roll.
9.
You do find a knife on him.
I'll take the knife, but I'm going to still be holding the paintbrush because morals, baby. The paintbrush is mightier than the knife. I'm gonna hold the knife, guys.
Also, you're in a dead-end alleyway when 2 zombies come at the entrance.
Hey, I pushed that dumpster away, right? That means it's closer to the fire escape than it is to the roof. I climb on the dumpster and then I jump to the fire escape.
Okay. Roll.
19. 19.
Okay, you managed to grab onto the ladder. Well,
No, I climb onto the dumpster and then I hop onto the fire escape.
yeah, you do that successfully without exhausting yourself.
And then I start, I hop through the window, nearby window, and get inside the building.
You get inside of the building. The apartment building is dark. You can't really see much.
I hop outside the window. I go back outside to the fire escape.
All right, you can climb up the fire escape.
No. So, how far was the building blocking off my alleyway? Like, how tall was it?
This building that you're on, the fire escape, no.
So, you have cafe,
Yes.
building with the fire escape. What was blocking the alleyway?
What was,
How tall was this?
oh, the wall? That, like a 10-foot wall.
What's on the other side of it?
You can barely see over it. Perception, though.
No, if I can't see it from here, I'm just gonna go climb up the fire escape on the floor.
Okay,
Can I see over it now?
you can. You see a Toyota Corolla 2035 edition
Okay.
that is driving by. That drives by.
Driving by.
Yeah.
I'm gonna yell.
Okay. You yell. It's ineffective.
It's fine. Is there anything on the other? Do I see any zombies on the other side of the wall?
No.
Is there a roof on the other side of the wall, like another nearby building?
No, it's just a wall that blocks.
I'm gonna climb up one more flight of stairs, like one more floor, and then I'm gonna hop over the wall.
Okay, you hop over the wall.
Do I have to roll for that, or am I good?
You're good.
All right. All right. So now I think it's best that I. Where was that Toyota going?
It was headed down this. How do I put this? Okay, so building you're on,
Yeah.
wall, cafe, Toyota Corolla going that way.
Got it. So it's going to run. So back and to the left. So I guess I'll just leave it alone for now. Where's the apartments?
The apartments,
Yeah, where my friends were.
they were. Okay, so you remember that cafe right here? It was across the street over this way.
And that's the way that the Corolla was going, right?
It was going this way, so you hop over the wall, you don't see the Toyota Corolla down the street that goes on for a while, so you think it must have turned either right or left.
If it turned left, then it would have been passing by where those other zombies were. They might be in danger.
So you want to run to them?
Yes.
Okay, so you run down the street, you turn left to go back towards the cafe.
Yeah. Can I see the Toyota?
You see the Toyota that is now parked in front of the cafe. You see a woman hop out of the car.
I'm going to say, "Oi, oi! Nice to meet you. Are you alive?"
In a British accent.
Yeah.
No response.
Said, "Are you alive, mate? If you're a zombie, I might."
She enters the cafe.
Alright. Are the keys still in the car?
Probably.
Got it. So
You're
I'm
gonna,
gonna
like,
walk over to the car.
abandon
No, I'm gonna walk over to the car.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna snatch the keys,
Alright.
and then I'm gonna store it in my painting kit underneath some paints.
Alright. So they exit there's two females exiting the cafe now, and they're running across the street to the apartment building.
Got it. So I have the keys now, so I control the vehicle. I will start walking towards the apartment.
Okay. So you walk towards the apartment building. Do you open the door to enter?
Did they open the door?
They went in.
I'm gonna knock.
You're
And I'm gonna get. So the door opens this way, right?
Yeah, it opens into the
Into or out?
into.
Okay, so if I open it that way, so I'm gonna knock on the door and stay into it this way. That way they can't see me if they open the door.
Okay, so you knock on it, and there's no response for a good 50 seconds. You look in and you see none of them, neither of them. so they could have gone up. This building has, I think I said it was 5 floors in my other parts.
Is it on a fire escape?
There is a fire escape.
Is the ladder down on it?
The ladder is broken.
Alright, I'm gonna...
It's like you're trying to stalk these people.
Not a social. What's the most famous cartoon in these times?
In these times, 2038. You know, I haven't really thought of television.
I'm gonna sing the most catchy cartoon jingle I can think of and see if they recognize it.
Okay. You sing, but there is no response from them. Do you want to enter the building, Cooper?
No, not through the door at least. I'm gonna go over to the side. Are there windows on the side?
There is one window.
I'm gonna hop into the window.
Okay, you'll have to break it first.
Break it. Got my trusty tooth. Sorry, paintbrush.
Okay, so roll for it. Better hope you don't roll for it. And there it goes. That's 12. Okay, you successfully break it open, but you have nothing to really climb in. So if you climb in, you'll hurt yourself.
Oh, masochist. I'm joking.
You're a masochist.
Fine. I'm gonna... How broken is the ladder on the side?
It's detached from the fire escape. Technically broken.
But it's detached, but is it still functional? As in, is it still a ladder?
No, it's like there's missing rungs that are broken and that would snap if you got onto them.
Okay, well, I have better solution. I pick up the ladder, I go over to the window, and I smash it with the ladder.
You smash it with the ladder. You still will hurt yourself if you climb in.
I'll go to the left side. Is there a window in the front?
No.
There are no windows in the front of the building?
No.
I'll fucking open the door using the fucking... I'm keeping the ladder as a battering ram in case something's in front of me.
Okay, you open the door and you enter the building. You see nothing. You see blood. You see at the reception area, you see a blood stain on the wall that leads downwards.
Is there an elevator?
You see a sign that says elevator down like a hallway. So it's like this big box room, and there's this hallway with the reception.
Why would I take an elevator? Okay, are there stairs?
The lights are on in this building.
Are there stairs?
Yes.
Okay, I got a question for you. One question. Do I remember what floor that my friends used to live on?
You see the third floor.
Third floor? I'm gonna walk up the stairs to the third floor.
Okay, you walk up the stairs to the third floor, and you try to open the door, but it's kind of locked. It's jammed.
I brought the ladder with me. I'll bash it.
You bash it, nothing happens.
Bash it again.
Bash it again. Nothing happens.
Bash it a third time.
Still, nothing happens.
Bash it a fourth time.
Nothing happens.
Okay, I'm gonna break off the doorknob.
It still doesn't open.
Yes, it does. If you break off the side of a doorknob, you can pull the locking mechanism. So, do I break off the side of the doorknob? Because if I do, I open the door.
You do not break it open.
Okay, then is the door made of wood?
It's metal.
Fire escape ladders are still metal. I can still put a dent in it. You know what? Fine. No, I'll play by your game. So it's locked, yeah?
Yeah.
My paintbrush snapped. It's a very thin tool. I'm going to put it in between the locking mechanism, and I'm going to push the slider back in to unlock it.
Does it work? Cooper, I'm trying to keep this. This story already happened. You're trying to intervene with something that already happened. I am screwed.
You are not screwed. I will create a time paradox.
You are creating a time paradox. You hear a shriek similar to the ones through the door that's very muffled. And then you hear someone say, "Oh shit," from the other side of the door.
Okay, well I'm going to say this. I'm gonna say, hey, if y'all survive this, meet me at the cafe at exactly 6 o'clock tonight.
Okay. Do you want to exit the building now?
No, please. I'm going to bash the door again.
It doesn't do
I'm gonna
anything.
bash the door again.
It doesn't do
I'm
anything.
gonna bash the door again.
The door opens and you get so startled you fall backwards and hit your head. You pass out.
Nah. I'd like to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Go ahead, roll.
Did anybody else want the pizza? What?
3. You pass out. You wake up later on, and you see the door that used to be there is now laying right beside you and almost hit you.
Funny.
Very funny. It's hilarious.
What time is it? Do I have a watch?
You look at your watch. It's 5:53.
Well, I'm
PM.
right across the street from the cafe. I run over to the cafe.
Okay, you get up slowly and you walk to the cafe.
All right. Do I see the survivors?
You see the vehicle is missing.
I took the keys. They fucking hotwired it? God damn it. God damn it.
Maybe there was spare keys in the car, you know? Maybe...
Wait. Can I press the unlock button and see if they're nearby? Because it'll make a little noise.
Okay, you try, but it doesn't work.
I take the key and I say, all right. It's been a fun life.
So you look into the cafe, you remember seeing candles on those tables. 2 of those candles are missing.
Fucking took 7 candles. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that information? Am I
I know.
supposed to sniff them out like a dasher?
I mean,
Yeah, that's it. I got this, pal. So, it's 6 p.m. Zombies are probably going to be way out. It's very late at night. And a safe place to sleep. Where will I fucking sleep? I know exactly where I'll sleep. So there's these control walls. They can run really fast. But there's one thing that none of those zombie things mention. Can they fucking swim?
you don't know.
Let's fucking test that theory, baby. I'm gonna ride over to my nearest pool.
What are you trying to do, Cooper?
Actually, wait, before I ride over to my nearest pool, I'm going to grab an inflatable mattress.
Okay, you go into your local Walgreens and you take a pool mattress and you walk out, forgetting you have to pay for things with that, so you don't have an alarm sound off.
You didn't say I forget. You know, I never said I went to a Walgreens to get an air mattress. I'm looking for a Stardust store. They sell air mattresses there, inflatable ones, and they don't have those alarms on them.
So you want to go for the... Okay,
A normal inflatable mattress, not a pool one. Pool ones are cheap and they get programmed.
you find an inflatable mattress.
Do they have an air pump there?
Yes.
Grab an air pump.
All right. You notice that the aisles are very empty, and you are very lucky finding these 2 items.
Cool. Is there a battery?
Roll.
Okay, so I'm gonna hop on over to my nearby AutoZone and pick up a car battery.
You gotta... I mean, I guess you technically don't. You find a car battery.
Cool. I'm gonna grab a set of those electric things you attach from one battery to another to transfer electricity.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, the clamps. I'm gonna charge up my electric pump using the car battery. I'm gonna give it an hour or 2, so probably it'll be until 8. I'll just hold up in the AutoZone for that time.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna leave the car battery there, pick up my pump, pick up my air mattress, and start walking over to the pool.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna pool like a big pool, like a community pool, like very.
Okay. So you walk over to this nice, cool the pool. It has a big pool.
Is it a big wrought iron gates like most of them do?
They
Because like
ha-
when I go to Hydro Adventures, they got gates all around the place. Do they have wrought
there's
iron gates?
fences.
Fences?
Kind of like, yeah, they're made out of metal. Yeah, because those things, you won't be able to get over those.
Okay, so I will shut the gates, lock everything up, and then I will inflate my inflatable mattress, throw it on the pool, and say hasta la bye-bye and go to sleep.
Alright, you go asleep, you wake up in the morning.
Alright. Are there any zombie corpses in the water?
No,
Am I good?
you're fine.
I'm gonna take a break for a bit. I'm gonna eat something.
Alright.
Yeah, pause the recording.
Alright, we'll go for intermission.